We always win. You're our champion. Oh, come on, Baruch him, give him praise to yet another Layla. Come on, let's praise him, He's worthy, you're worthy, you're worthy, you're worthy, you're worthy. We give all praise to our King, we give all praise to our Yahuwah, and we appreciate him for his son, Yahush Mashiach. We would like to say Todah for tuning in on this Layla. We know it has been about a week or two since we've gone live. We want to let you all know all is well with us, and I pray all is well with you. As I have stated before, if you don't see us, know that we're still on the battlefield and we're still doing the work of Abba Yahuwah, just in another place. And excuse me, continue to move at this. We want to do and gave us this Torah. Yahuwah, who gave us the Torah of truth, and implanted eternal life within us. Baruch atah, Yahuwah. And it is so. And it is so. And it is so. Now we will have the reading of the Ten Commandments done by Mattathias, and it is so.
And it is so. Come from Devarim, chapter 5, verse 6 to 22. Aleph, I am Yahuwah, your power, which brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim from the no other. You shall not make anything that is in Shemayim above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the mind beneath the earth. You shall not bow down yourself unto them nor serve them, for I Yahuwah, your power, my jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the hours of the children unto the third of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that have me and keep my command. Gemel, you shall not take the name of Yahuwah your power and falsify it, for Yahuwah will not hold him guiltless that takes his name and empties it. Dalet, guard the Sabbath day to set it apart as commanded you. 6 days you shall labor and do, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahuwah your power. In it you shall not nor your ox, nor your ass, nor any of your cattle. That's within your gates, that your man's servant may rest as well as you. And remember that you were a servant in a land commanded by a stretched out arm. Therefore, Yahuwah your power commanded you to keep the Sabbath day. Hey, esteem your Abba and your image, Yahuwah your power has commanded you, that your days may be prolonged and that it may go well with you in the land which Yahuwah your power is about to give you. Why? You shall not murder. Zain, neither shall you commit adultery. Ket, neither shall you steal. Tet, neither shall you bear false witness against your neighbor. Yud, neither shall you desire your neighbor's Isha, neither shall you cover your neighbor's bed, his field, or his manservant, or his maidservant, his ox, or his ass, or anything that is your neighbor's. These words Yahuwah spoke unto all your assembly in the mount, out of the midst of the fire, of the cloud, and of the thick darkness with a great voice. And he added no more. And he wrote them in 2 tables of stone and delivered them unto me. And it is so.
And it is so. Devarim chapter 6, verses 1 through 18. These are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which Yahuwah your power commanded to teach you, that you might do them in the land where you are going to enter and possess it, that you might fear Yahuwah your power to keep all his statutes and his commandments, which I command you, you and your son and your grandson, all the days of your life, and that your days may be prolonged. Hear therefore, O Yasharal, and observe to do it, that it may be well with you, and that you may go in and increase mightily as Yahuwah power of your Abbas has promised you in the land that flows with milk and honey. Shema Yasharal, Yahuwah is our power, Yahuwah is a God. Hear, O Yasharal, Yahuwah our supreme one, Yahuwah is a God. And you shall have Yahuwah your supreme one with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. And these words which I command you this yom shall be in your heart. And you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your bed, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes. To fall. To bind to the mind. To bind to the mind. Very important for us to understand that. And you shall write them upon the posts of your bed and on your gates. And it shall be when Yahuwah your power shall have brought you into the land which he swore unto your fathers, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give you great cities which you did not build, houses full of all great things which you filled not, wells dug which you did not dig, and vineyards that you did not plant. Hold on, y'all. All right. And when you have eaten and be full, then beware lest you forget Yahuwah, which brought you forth out of the land of Mitzrayim, from the bed of slavery. You shall fear Yahuwah your power, and serve him, and shall swear by his name. You shall not go after the power of the people which are round about you. For Yahuwah your power is a jealous power among you, lest the anger of Yahuwah your power be kindled against you, and he destroy you from off the face of the earth. And you shall not tempt Yahuwah your power as you tempted him in Massah. You shall diligently keep the commandments of Yahuwah your power, and his testimonies and his statutes which he has commanded you. And you shall do that which is right in the sight of Yahuwah, that it may be well with you, and that you may go in and possess the great land which Yahuwah your power swore unto your fathers. And it is so. And it is so. One more song, please. You're the beginning and forever. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. You're the beginning and forever. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. You're the beginning. You're the beginning and forever. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. And we give you all. We give you all the esteem. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. And we give you all. We give you all the worship. You are worthy to be. You're the beginning. You're the beginning and forever. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. And we give you all. We give you all. everlasting. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. And we give you all. We give you all the esteem. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. You are worthy. You are worthy to be praised. You are worthy. You are worthy to be praised. And we give you all. We give you all the esteem. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. You're the beginning. You're the beginning. And forever. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. You're the beginning. You're the beginning. And forever. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. And we give you all. We give you all the esteem. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. And we give you all. We give you all the esteem. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. You are worthy. You are worthy to be praised. You are worthy. You are worthy to be praised. You are worthy. You are worthy to be praised. And we give you all. We give you all the esteem. We worship Yahuwah. You are worthy to be praised. You are worthy. You are worthy to be praised. You are worthy. You are worthy to be praised. You are worthy. You are worthy to be praised. Allah Yahuwah. Come on, praise him. Allah Come on, he's worthy to be praised. He's worthy to be praised. You're worthy, you're worthy, you're worthy, you're worthy to be praised. Come on, praise him, Allah Yahuwah. You're worthy, we magnify you. You're worthy, Allah Yahuwah. Worthy. He's worthy of all our praise. Not a rehearsed praise, but a praise that is truly generated from our hearts because we truly are grateful and thankful for all that he's done and all that he continues to do for us, his children. Once again, it is a pleasure to be back in the city. We are appreciative of all that Abba Yahuwah is doing through us, doing with us, and doing around us. Very important. Yes, we know that there are things that's going on, but we are still holding on and holding fast to the promises of Abba Yahuwah. And so we are determined to not let it slip what we have heard and the things that we believe and we are trusting in concerning our Savior. We can't afford to let go. No matter what's going on, no matter what's taking place around us, even in our very lives, we cannot afford to let go. It is imperative and important that we hold on to his unchanging hand. You know, there was a song that said, hold on to his unchanging hand, but we know that was in Christianity. But we know not to let go of his unchanging hand, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. And it is so. It is so. We want to turn our attention to Yahush, the son of Nun, chapter 1, and we want to look at verses 7 and 8. We're going to read 7 and we are going to confess verse 8 as we do. Let us read this. He says, only be you strong and very courageous, that you may observe to do according to all the Torah which Moshe, my servant, commanded you. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may prosper wherever you go. Verse 8, as I have tailored it to fit our time of confession, no, I have not changed it or altered it, but I've made it personal. Instead of saying this scroll, we're going to say, I will not let the scroll depart out of my mouth. That way we can make it personal. Very important that we make it personal. So I want you to repeat with me. I will not let this scroll of the Torah.
I will not let the scroll of the Torah
depart out of my mouth.
Depart out of my mouth.
But I shall meditate in it.
But I shall meditate in it
day and night.
Day and night.
That I may observe to do.
That I may observe to do.
According to all that is written in it.
According to all that is written in it.
For then I shall make my way prosperous.
And then I shall make my way prosperous.
And act wisely.
And act wisely.
And act wisely.
And act wisely.
Now look at your neighbor, tell your neighbor, and you shall act wisely.
And you shall act wisely.
Look at your other neighbor, and tell your other neighbor, and you shall act wisely. And you shall act wisely. Take your hand and place it over your heart and say, Abba Yahuwah.
Abba Yahuwah.
I shall act wisely.
I shall act wisely.
Come on, Abba Yahuwah.
Abba Yahuwah.
I shall act wisely.
I shall act wisely.
I am determined.
I am determined
to act wisely.
To act wisely.
I am determined.
I am determined
to act wisely.
To act wisely.
And it is so.
And it is so.
And it is so very important and imperative that we act wisely. Why? Because we are the children of Abba Yahuwah, and we are his representatives in the earth. And if we don't represent him, then who will?
That's right.
It is not given to any other people, but unto us to act wisely and to carry his name and to carry out his instructions for our lives. No matter how hard pressed we may feel and no matter what we may be going through, it is imperative that we hold fast to his instructions for our lives. And it is so.
And it is so.
Excuse me. Mishley 15 and 8, the sacrifices of the wicked is an abomination, hateful and exceedingly offensive unto you, Abba Yahuwah, but the prayer of the upright, it is your delight. Mishley 3 and 4, so shall you find great understanding and high esteem in the sight or judgment of Yahuwah and man, and it is so.
And it is so.
And it is so. Tehillim 34 and 15, the eyes of Yahuwah are upon the upright, and his ears are open unto our cry. The upright cry, and Yahuwah heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles. And it is so.
And it is so.
Tehillim 1 and 1, Baruch is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the unrighteous, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the instructions of Abba Yahuwah, and he doth meditate upon it. And it is so.
And it is so.
And it is so. And from 11:6, for without belief it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahuwah must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. And it is so.
And it is so.
Yehukanan 5:16, and of his fullness have all we received esteem upon esteem. For the Torah was given by Moshe, prophesying mercy and truth to come to fulfillment through Yahush our Mashiach. And it is so.
And it is so.
And it is so. Moshe, Yehukanan, Mark 11:24. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them. And it is so.
And it is so.
Ayah 33:4. The Ruach Kodesh of Yahuwah hath made me, and the breath of the Almighty hath given me life. Somebody say he's a life giver.
He's a life giver.
Say it again, he's a life giver.
He's a life giver.
And it is so.
And it is so.
We're going to look at Yehukanan Aleph 5. Chapter 5, verses 3 all the way to 10. And we're going to look at Yehukanan Aleph, chapter 2, 5 and 6. 6 and 5, rather. And the world passes away in the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahuwah abideth forever. Somebody say abideth forever.
Abideth forever.
Abideth forever, and it is so.
And it is so.
Yehukanan Aleph, chapter 5, beginning with 3 all the way to 11. No, all the way to 13. Important that we hear this and that we grab a hold and hold on to it, because something that we must have burned in our ruach, and I know many of us do. But for those that are just coming into truth, you're going to find yourself being faced with challenges. You're going to find yourself being faced with choices that you have to make. And one of the choices and one of the decisions you will have to make in this walk is standing firm on believing that Yahush is the son of Yahuwah, and that he was a flesh and blood.
That's right.
That he was flesh, blood, and water. This is one of the number one things that is catching a lot of our people up. And that is why it is important that we constantly hear it in our hearing. Once again, that is chapter 5, Yehukanan Aleph, excuse me, starting with verse 3 all the way to 13. And it reads, for this is the Ahab of Yahuwah, that we guard his commands, and his commands are not difficult. Because everyone having been begotten of Yahuwah overcomes the world. And this is the victory, or this is the overcoming that has overcome the world, our belief. Very important that we understand why and how does our belief give us victory. Because as long as we continue to hold on and continue to confess that Yahush is the son of Yahuwah, and that he came in the flesh, and that he died and rose again so that we could live to live again. It is important that we understand that in that very confession is our victory. For without that, where does our victory lie? Does that mean we do away with Torah? Absolutely not. He is Torah. He is Torah in the flesh, or he was Torah in the flesh. So it is important that we understand what Yehukanan is conveying to us as a people. Right. It goes on to say in verse 5, who is the one who overcomes the world but he who believes that Yahush is the son of Yahuwah? A question. This is the one that came by water and blood. Yahush Mashiach, not only by water, but by water and blood. And it is the Ruach who bears witness, because the Ruach is the truth. Because there are three who bear witness, the Ruach and the water and the blood. The three are in agreement. Anybody understands anything about life and the physical life, you understand that man is of three parts: blood, water, and the Ruach. I think it's something like 75% or 95% of our body is water. It's somewhere in those 70-something% of water. It is imperative that we understand he came in the flesh, and these are the three that agree with that. Important that we understand that. The one who believes in verse 6. Once again, this is the one who came by water and blood, Yahush Mashiach, not only by water, but by water and blood. And it is the Ruach who bears witness, because the Ruach is the truth. Because there are three who bear witness, the Ruach and the water and the blood. And the three are in agreement. If we receive the witness of men, the witness of Yahuwah is greater. Because this is the witness of Yahuwah, which he has witnessed concerning his son. The one who believes in the Son of Yahuwah has the witness in himself. The one who does not believe Yahuwah has made him a liar, because he has not believed the witness that Yahuwah has given concerning his Son. Very important that we understand that. Very, very important we understand that. Because you have many that do not believe, and they will contend and they will fight you tooth and nail concerning Yahush being the Son of Yahuwah. But the writings don't lie. And when you deny Yahush, you make him out to be a liar. And we know in the writings it says that a liar will not stand in his presence. So it's important that we make sure we have our confession right and we have our understanding of the writings correct. And it is so.
And it is so.
Verse 11, and this is the witness that Yahuwah has given us eternal life, and this life is in his Son. Without his Son, where does your life come from? Without his Son, where does your life source come from? Think about that. He who possesses the Son possesses life. He who does not possess the Son of Yahuwah does not possess life. I have written this to you who believe in the name of the Son of Yahuwah, so that you know that you possess everlasting life. And so that you believe in the name of the Son of Yahuwah, and this is the boldness that we have in him, that if we ask whatever according to his desire, he hears us. First of all, we have to be believers in Yahush, and then we're able to have what we ask for. And it is so.
And it is so.
And it is so very important.